Music is something that really does help me connect with other people. I could talk for hours about that, but I think in short, I want to share music with others. I'm Ben. Most people know me as Ben Jammin. So that's a nickname that I've had for a long time. And when it comes to representing myself with this venue, I thought I would just use my nickname. I am a sophomore at UWM, studying American Sign Language interpreting. I am also an officer for Proud Radio. As the editing lead, I am a support service provider for the Center of the Deaf and Blind in West Dallas, and I am an avid enjoyer of Warhammer. Our show venue is Down on Downer. We are a DIY backyard venue. I guess first off, a DIY show venue stands for obviously do-it-yourself. Most do-it-yourself venues are operated out of someone's house. In Milwaukee, they are typically basement shows. So you just go down there with like 50 other people in an unfinished basement and rock out to live music. We're going to do a backyard DIY venue, so everything will be outside. We have a stage outside. With my roommates, we were at a Club Kramer show. Shout out Club Kramer, another local DIY venue. While we were there, Kyle's like, dude, we should totally do this in our basement. And I was like, nah. Like, our basement just simply isn't big enough. We drive back to our place, and I get out of the car, and I'm looking at our backyard, and I'm like, our backyard could totally work as a venue. It's big, it's got the space, it's beautiful. And the more we talked about it, the more we realized that we could do it. And then we sealed it with a shot of tequila, and history was made, I guess, yeah. So we have done a lot of research on the legality side of things. We are in the process of obtaining a noise permit from the city. We're trying to do everything right. We are looking forward to just providing a service to the community, I guess you could say. Providing a place for new artists to jump off, and it's very community driven, it's very passion driven. There's a lot of passion in this project. We're really looking forward to making this a thing that really supports the community. I think the biggest obstacle, at least for me personally, was no one really like on our team knows a whole lot about like sound design, and the way we've gotten around that is working with close friends of ours that do know and are experts when it comes to sound equipment and setting up audio for a concert venue like this. So there's been a lot of learning in that department, but I've been very appreciative of everyone that has helped us along the way, and it's just been cool to learn about. For now, it's going to be volunteer based. So far, we've actually worked with a crew of people when it comes to building our stage. We had some very helpful and knowledgeable people come in and help us build this. And so we're eternally grateful for their work and their contributions.
I'm Oliver Nath. I basically am in charge of this bad boy. I'm an architecture student at UW. I started off just with the sketch, and then I took the sketch and kind of took that into my computer, modeled out the deck, and kind of like got a good idea of like where this foundation needs to go, because there's going to be some guys raging on this thing, so it's got to be sturdy. In the end, I basically was just directing everyone, making sure that this thing was coming together as efficient as possible. We have like the form of a stage right now where it's just like a simple platform that like people can perform on, and it's slowly becoming more detailed as we have more time. Today we're going to be adding the railing on and a canopy. We are just amateurs here. Like, I don't claim to be a professional architect, or anything like that, and everyone helping is just like kids who are just interested. So it's been really fun to like collaborate with everyone and like get like feedback. It's been a great experience, like having everyone help out and like just seeing everyone enthusiastic and like excited about it. That's a big part of architecture, is like creating a environment and like a place for people to gather, and that's exactly what this is doing for Down and Downer.
Milwaukee is always kind of overlooked when it comes to its music scene, but it does have a very rich history of local music. It's had its jazz scene, it's had its hip hop scenes. You've got so many different things going on in the city, and I just really wanted to help guide it. I thought I had a lot of passion and love for the music scene of Milwaukee. Some of my best memories from the city are music related. So being a part of the community is something that I really look forward to. I want Down and Downer to be a good pillar of this community and kind of set a precedent of what other venues should be held to, and just provide for local artists. Music is something that really does help me connect with other people, especially my dad. My dad he's the foundation of my music taste. He was always giving me these CDs when I was a little kid, and all those songs I still listen to today, and I think are like the basis of what I listen to now. My step family, a lot of them are deaf and hard of hearing, so that's how I got introduced to sign language. And then my step aunt, she is an interpreter herself, and so she inspired me to become an interpreter. Definitely a juxtaposition in my life to be so involved with music things and then also have my major be a career that works with deaf people. But that's not to say that there isn't any overlap. When it comes to a lot of my jobs that have to do with music, it's a lot of communication-based things. For Proud Radio, I'm communicating and directing a team of 20-some people. I am a music coordinator for a farmer's market that has a lot to do with communication as well. This, obviously, I do a lot of the communication for Down and Downer. So it's not like there isn't any correlation, it's just a little less obvious than it first seems. So far, I just think it's astounding to me that we sat down one night and we were like, we're gonna do this, and then about a month and a week later, we're at the point where people are reaching out to us and wanting to do interviews. So I think I'm just astounded by the team we've put together, the compassion that has gone into this, and what we've gotten done in such a short amount of time. Our first show is on April 27th at 7 p.m., doors at 6. Two of the bands that are playing at our first show, it's their debut show. So, and like, I wish all the best for them going forward. I really hope this helps launch their career. But I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it ties back into the fact that we want to be a pillar for the scene and provide for local artists. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook coming soon as well. It's just at Down and Downer. Peace and love and peace and love. And peace and love and peace as well.
3, 2, 1, action!
Wonderful. My name is Benjamin.
Okay. Is that your real name or is that like an epithet?
We're gonna make so much money and then we're gonna move to a private island. No. Certainly so many ups. Downs besides Downer. 5 minutes later I got an email from Facebook. They're like, something's off about you. Suspended. So I appealed. Obviously, I'm a real person. Hopefully y'all can believe that. Some people might spin it that we're a money laundering scheme. You know? Yep. I can see it. It could be anything.